station in Jordan. This is like all the things you can fit inside a memory.
Calvin Harris, Flashback, featuring Ayah Marar, who is Jordanian. She is living in London, and she actually met Calvin Harris, and it's really cool because we got to talk to her, and we called her up in London, me and Ibrahim, and this is what happened. Hi, Ayah.
Hi.
I'm Maha.
Hi, Maha. How are you?
Hi, Ayah and Ibrahim.
Hi, Ibrahim.
How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
It's great talking to you.
Okay, so we want to ask you, like, first off, when did you leave Jordan and move to the UK, and why did you move?
Well, initially I moved to study, and I've been bouncing back and forth for the last kind of 8 years and settled here about 2004. And when it became obvious that I was here because I loved music, it kind of changed everything. So that's why I stayed.
Okay. How did you and Calvin Harris meet?
Calvin actually, he rented a room in a flat that I had a few years ago, and we met at a place called Uptown Records, which is a record shop in Soho, quite a big dance record shop. And he came in with a CD, and he just disappeared. And I put the CD on and listened to it, and it was just brilliant. And I remember emailing him like, "Who are you? What is this music? Like, what do you do?" And he came back to me saying, "I live in Scotland, and I've got nowhere to live." And I said, "Dude, come live with me." So he rented my spare room, and we started making music then.
Wow,
that's amazing. We had no idea it was like that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. It was real kind of just fate, really, I guess.
That's awesome. So, okay, you joined Calvin Harris on tour for 5 weeks to perform your single Flashback. And how did it feel to go around the world and perform that?
You know what? We did 5 weeks UK tour, and then we did a month in Australia, and then we're doing all the festivals and the big V Festival and Tea in the Park and all that stuff in the summer. It was awesome. It was incredible. I didn't expect it, and he called me and said, "Look, do you want to do this?" So I ended up going out there, and I don't know if you guys play Ready for the Weekend on the station at all.
We did. It's a great song.
We performed that together, and Flashback and a couple of other things. So he's really made me a part of the set. So it's great. It's great being a part of it.
So, I mean, Flashback reached number 18 on the UK single charts and number 5 on the UK dance charts. I mean, what did you have in mind, like, before that you released it for the Calvin Harris? Like, did you expect it to be that big of a hit?
You know, we went into the studio, and it's this little studio in North London, and it was cold, and I had to keep going outside for a cigarette and then coming back in. I was thinking, God, I wonder what's going to happen with this track. And I was standing there, and he was just telling me, "Look, sing a bit like that, and we want it to sound like a robot and all this stuff." And I was thinking, I have no idea what is going to happen with this, literally. But because he's such a dedicated guy, and he works so hard, and he's done so well with all of his music here, I knew that something would happen with it. But it's a real shock for a third single to go in that high in the charts. So it was great. I mean, we found out on tour, and it was fantastic news, and we were really pleased. But you never expect it. You just kind of put it out there and you hope for the best, but you never know what's going to happen.
So congratulations on signing the new record deal. That's
Thank
really
you.
Cool. We know that only happened last week, but we want to know, like, what do you plan for the record? Do you know yet?
Definitely. I have a couple of people that I'm working with on the record, and we're sort of bringing it all together now, hoping to have the first single by the middle of this year and the album by early next year. So we'll have 2 or 3 singles beforehand. And yeah, it's kind of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring the dance sound that I love. So all the kind of basses and synths and all the heavy sounds with really lovely pop choruses and a little bit of Arabic influence as well. So that's kind of the way the album's going to sound.
Do you plan on singing in Arabic at all?
Not yet.
I mean, with the dance beats, obviously.
You never know. I'm trying to look at maybe getting some, getting people to come and do some guesting on the tracks, get some big Arabic singers on a couple of tracks or remixes and stuff. So there'll definitely be Arabic in there, but how it's going to come about or who's going to sing it, I'm not sure yet.
Well, that's really cool.
Thank you.
When are you going to visit Jordan?
Well, we're hoping to do a promotional tour of the Middle East sometime this summer. So I'm hoping to come and see you guys May, June time, inshallah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Guys, thank you. It's so good to hear you, and good luck with everything. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. And we definitely play Flashback all over, so we're excited to have you be able to talk to us.
Thank you.
Right, so that was Ayah Marar, and of course we talked to her. She's in London. She sings on Flashback. You got that. It was pretty exciting stuff. We have another song to play for you by her.
That's right. It's called Mr. Curious, and it's Ayah Marar. Here she is.